and welcome to this course. First of all, let me thank you for taking my class. I hope you enjoyed and take the most out of it. So in this course, I'm going to teach you how to take any information that you find interesting, let's say on the internet or in a book, or maybe an article that you read on social media, and turn it into a very fun infographic that you can animate it. So we're going to be using Illustrator and After Effects to get this. So the first thing you're going to do is pick a topic. I found this article about 7 facts about child poverty that you should know, which I found very interesting. So maybe you want to go with this same information as example in here, or you can go and find your own information. So here are the 7. Of course, for this class, we're not going to go into all the 7. So I'm just going to pick 2. I'm going to go with number 2, which says that over 9,000 million people, or 1 in 7, are still living in extreme poverty. And many are kids. So that's a really important fact for me, because this is telling you that 1 in 7 people who are in poverty are kids. So that's very important for me. And also, I'm going to use number 3, or actually this percentage, where 47 of those living are 18 years old or younger. So even if they are not kids, they are still very young people. So that's really important. And here is telling you that it's just more about money, because it also affects you in other aspects of your life, like nutrition, health, water, education, or shelter. So these are the facts that I really want to emphasize on my animation. So I'm going to go into Photoshop and make some really simple sketch. You don't really have to know how to draw, or if you don't feel comfortable drawing, it's okay, because I'm really doing on stickmans, so no problems. And if you don't have a graphics tablet or you don't have Photoshop, you could do it on a piece of paper. It really doesn't matter. So my format is going to be a square, so this is what I just drew. And I want to emphasize on that fact that I just read, that 1 in 7 of the people that are in poverty are kids. So I want to have these 7 people. That's why I told you that I was going to do stickmans. This is a kind of a storyboard that is for me. But of course, if you're going to share this with a client, you should emphasize this and try to do a better effort and maybe make better sketches. But really, if you understand the idea, that's okay if it is only for you. So here I want to have my 7 and mark 1, so that one is important. And then I want to have that little man or stickman, or whatever we decide to have, and take it into the center and actually make it a child, so make it smaller. So I can add an arrow here to indicate that that's the action that I want to do here, because I want to have here in the text that many are kids. Now on my next frame, I want to go and have a graph, the one that we just saw, that 47% are 18 years old or younger, so kind of like half. So I want to have that 40% there. And here at the top, to be consistent, I'm going to have my text. So as I said, this is very rough, but this is only to give us an idea to what assets we need to build and what are the important facts that we really want to highlight. So in our next frame, I really want to go and draw a simple illustration of a kid. So very simple. As I said, this is just a thumb. So let's have a simple face, and this kid here is probably going to be just appearing into the scene. And I want to have those elements that I read that poverty affects. So it's water, shelter, food. Maybe you can do an apple or something more healthy like a carrot or something. Or maybe you want to do a hamburger, whatever you want that represents food. And also health. And also, to be consistent, have my text right there. And finally, on my next frame, I want to have the same kid being a little bit sad because he reads all this information about poverty. So I'm going to change the expression to sad. And actually, maybe here is where all these factors appear, because on the other one, the kid is going to be, if not happy, maybe let's say that he is with a neutral expression. And then once all these aspects appears and he reads the text or he sees the text, maybe he gets a little bit sad. And a very important thing about this is that you could do a loop. So actually you can go and say, okay, my last frame is actually going to be my first. So you make a loop, very simple, and you display all the information that you have. Again, if you pick a different topic, that's totally fine. Just try to find the facts that are really important for your topic and make a very simple thumbnail like this. You don't really have to take hours or minutes doing a storyboard. Just make sure that you have all the elements there and that you understand what are the assets that you need to have in order to build this animation. So I know that I need a stickman, I need a boy, and I need some icons to represent the factors of poverty. So Flaticon is a great platform where you can get free resources. So I need a stickman, or I need kind of a guy. So I just type in here people, and you have these different styles and icons right here, and just try to find one that is simple. I think for me this one works, so I just add it to my collection, and I'm gonna type house. And now here, what I would recommend is that you try to be consistent with the style. So for example, if you pick here one that is shaded or has a feel, then don't pick the next icon as an outline. Maybe you want to go all with outlines, or maybe you want to do all shapes or black and white, so have that in mind. I think this house could work, so I'm just going to select it. And I'm going to type the next one, which is water. And again, find one that is similar in style, so that drop is perfect. And I also needed health, so I'm looking for a cross or something that would represent well this. I think maybe this one would work best for me. And finally, the nutrition. You can see that the only one that is a little bit different is the stickman, but that's okay because first of all, he's going to be on another scene, and then we're going to add some color to it, so that's okay. I'm just gonna pick this carrot because that's what I like. And once you have all your icons, just go and download your collection. Pick a vector format like SVG or EPG, and you could be premium and you don't need to credit any author, so you just can download them, or you just go to free download, but remember that you have to credit the people that created these icons. So another resource that I'm going to get is this Komu font. A lot of people doesn't know, or they don't know that they have this very amazing resource with Adobe Typekit. If you are a Creative Cloud subscriber, you get all these fonts for free, so you can simply sync them to your computer. So I'm just gonna pick this Komu. If you don't have the Creative Cloud or have a different version of Photoshop or Illustrator or After Effects, just go and find a font that is bold and thick. It really doesn't matter, just make sure that it's kind of a header. And on the next lesson, we're gonna begin working on our illustration, so I'll see you there.